In today's tutorial, I am going to introduce you to our new business software, the Baron ERP and accounting system. Let us log in and see some of the main features of the software. As said earlier, this is a complete business software. So we are only going to consider in this video the key sections that are vital to the day-to-day running of a business. We will start with the invoices and quotations icons. So to see all the invoices that we have already issued to our customers and our clients, we will simply have to come here and click on invoices. The same thing applies to quotes. When we click on quotes, we are going to get a table of all the quotations that we have made to potential customers or to potential clients. So we're going to stick with the invoices. We will click on the invoices icon, and this is going to give us a table of all the invoices that we have issued. So we can see the invoice number is here, the customer that we issued the invoice to, the total amount of the invoice, the staff who issued the invoice, and the date that the invoice was issued. Now, on the Actions tab, we can also see that when a customer pays an invoice, we can simply click on the Pay button to actually convert the invoice into payment. Now, we can also print this invoice once again should anything happen and the customer would want to actually request for the same invoice to be reprinted. Now, to create a new invoice, we simply have to click on the Create Invoice button, and this will take us to a template of our invoice. So the first thing we have to do is to select the customer that we wish to create or invoiced, and once we select the customer, the system will automatically populate the customer address and information. Then we can select the item we are going to actually invoice the customer for. So once we select, the system will auto-populate, and the only thing we will have to change here will be the quantity. Now we can add another row to add another item to our invoice. So as we can see, we have another row here. I can add another item, and then I will actually also select a quantity for that. So this is how I go about with the invoice. As you can see, if there is going to be a down payment, we can actually write it here so that the right calculations can be made. Once we are done, we will click on Finalize, and the invoice will be sent to the database, and actually we can have the opportunity to click the invoice. So this is how we can actually create a brand new invoice. Now, when we want to go back from here to our dashboard, we will click on the menu, and then we will select Dashboard, and this will take us back to our dashboard. Now, from the invoice section, I will also take a look at our point of sale, where we actually record daily sales. So if you are into any form of business and you are selling things at a till, or you are selling things using a cashier system, the point of sale can be of a great help to you. Now, to record an item for sale, you just have to come to the Add, and that is going to open this section for you where you can see all the products that are available. So when you simply click on them, they will be added onto your POS system. Now, as with the invoice, you only have to specify quantities, and then the calculations will be made. Now, once every quantity has been specified, you can also specify a payment method, whether it's cash payment, credit card, debit, or internet transfer. Now, you can also calculate or charge tax on this. So I can use 15%. As we can see here, the tax is in percentage. So now it tells me that the total of 3,110, when we charge the 15% tax or VAT on it, it has increased to 3,005. Once everything is done, I can click on submit payment, and this is actually going to print out a receipt for the sale. So I'm going to reset because I don't want to go through with it. Now to go back once again, we simply have to click on our dashboard, and then when we select dashboard, it will bring us back. Now that we have seen our invoices and point of sale and quotation, another feature I want us to look at is the data analytics. Now, data analytics, this is where all the raw data, the numbers, the figures, the values are actually given a meaning. So we will simply click on it, and that will bring us to the reporting page. Now we can see various reports. The first one being sales made by product. So if I check on this dot here, I can see that I've made a sale of 400 Rand on the Microsoft Windows and Office upgrade product. Now when I come down here too, I can also see the last 15 days sales by date. So when I put it here, I can see that on the 13th of March 2018, I made a sale of 142,000 Rands 290. So you can put your mouse on different points of the graph and it will tell you the different sales you made. And this can help you compare how your sales are rising or dropping for the past 15 days. Now, when we come here too, we can also see a graph of all our assets or our sources of funds and income. So we can see here accounts receivable has contributed 110,663 rands. When we put our mouse on different points, we can see the sources of the different forms of funds or incomes that we have. When we continue to go down, we can also see a graph of our liabilities and expenses, what we've been spending our company money on. So this can timely inform us as to where our company money is going. Now, when we come here also, we can see accounts total. So our total asset account is 110,853. We can see total account receivable. That is all the invoices we have issued and haven't received payment for them yet. We can also see total sales by the point of sale over here. And we can see the people that we are also owing through the accounts payable item. For now, the accounts payable item is 0, which simply means that we don't have anyone to pay it. We can also see the total expenses the company has made so far. Now, when we come here, we can also see the customer invoice statistics. So we can see how much overall each customer is owing us, or how much invoice amount that is due for each of the customers that are here. So this data analytics, we can actually see the health of our business, our company, our finances using these metrics. Now, to go back to the dashboard once again, we will come to these 3 lines. When we click on it, it's going to present us with a menu, and then we can simply click on the dashboard. And when we click on the dashboard, it will take us back to the dashboard. The next item I want us to look at is what we call the customer statement. So every month or every 15 days or any number of days you choose, you can see how each customer is actually owing you, or you can print a statement for each of your customers. So to do that, you will select the date or the period for which you want to check the customer statement. So I'll select January 1. And then for the ending period, I'll select 8th of April. And then I'll say generate a statement. Now this is going to actually go through and generate a statement. So I can see that this customer here with this customer ID now has this invoice number that is not paid. So I can see the amount paid is 0. So the total invoice amount is 500. Now when I go through, I can see different invoice. I can see here too that all these invoices were issued to this single customer. This is the total invoice amount. They haven't paid anything yet, so this is the amount they owe. So now we can print this and we can use this to timely inform our customers as to their outstanding amounts, and so on and so forth. Lastly, we will look at some of the accounting statements that we can also generate using the system. We can generate a balance sheet, and we can also see our income statement. For the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to take a look at the income statement. So I'll click on the income statement, and it will ask us for the period or the time frame that we want to look at. So once again, I'm going to start from January 1, and then I am going to finish on the 8th of April, and I say generate statement. Now, this income statement is going to tell me my revenue or my source of income, in this case through the sales I made and also the invoices that have been paid up. That brings me to a total revenue of 164,127. And then I can also see all the expenses that I've made. Expenses such as rent expenses, office, communication, insurance, utilities, salaries I've paid, petrol, transportation, and then general expenses. Now, once all this is done, I can see my total expense value and my income statement summary. I'll see that I have a net income, a positive net income of 161,227. So these are some of the statements among the many other statements that we can actually generate from this system. So to get a quote or to have an account, a demo account, you can contact us by going to our website or using the various contact addresses that are going to show on your screen. Any of these numbers, you can contact us through WhatsApp, or you can contact us through any of these numbers. Our postal address is as follows, and you can also contact us using any of the WhatsApp number or the mobile numbers, or you can also email us, and then we will create an account, a demo account for you to try our new product. Thank you for your time.